Now, almost a week ago, Asmongold was banned on Twitch. All right, as we all know, as we all see, this happened. What a tragedy! This just got 10 million views just from people basically talking about how obviously hypocritical Twitch is. The fact that they have open terrorist support on their platform, but they ban Asmongold for saying he doesn't care about the opinions of third worlders. And of course, they unbanned him. Asmongold unbanned on Twitch, unbanned early, easy. Had some dental work done yesterday. Assuming he'd have the week off, might have to take a day or two extra to recover, and then we'll be back. Hey, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that nice? So the ban didn't land very long. Now, if you actually pay attention to when this ban actually took place, you'll notice that the ban took place April 6th, which was right before Trump's gigantic ultimatum on Iran. All right, bear with me for a second. This might get into conspiratorial areas, but I'm going to prove to you without a shadow of a doubt that this retard might be correct. So Asmongold gets banned. He is the #1 Twitch streamer for politics and news. All right, the biggest thing that was going on in the world at the time was Trump drops a 48-hour ultimatum on Iran, saying that if Iran doesn't capitulate to, engage in peace talks, we're going to obliterate you. All right, that was literally the Trump threat to Iran. And then they banned Asmongold, who was covering all this deeply, obviously on the pro-Trump side, on the anti-Iran side, on the pro-obliterating the Iranian regime side, because the Iranian regime is shut off the internet in Iran and massacred the protesters. So basically, the only actual broadcast for stuff like this are videos like mine, for example, or Asmongold's stream and his videos, which were very, very massively popular. Now, what if I told you that at around the same time that Asmongold got banned on his platform on Twitch, I got my entire channels demonetized? That's right. I have 2 YouTube channels, and neither of them are making any money now for over a week. Total demonetization on both channels. They say they've run into issues and they need to process things. And I'm just sitting in this processing phase forever, making 0 revenue on all of my work and effort. I'm literally just doing it for the love of the game because I feel like some people need to talk about the crazy shit that goes on in this world. I will keep you updated when I get my monetization back. Hopefully that does happen. But right now, it's some of the most demoralizing shit I've ever had to deal with. So if I missed a couple of uploads, you might know why. Now, again, they never told me it had anything to do with Iran or anything like that. And of course, I don't expect it. It's just a really funny coincidence that, I have been covering this on the side of obliterate the Iranian regime, liberate the Iranian people if we can. God bless Donald Trump for actually doing something about these terrorists. And then you have Asmongold, who basically has the same political position in this regard. We don't agree on everything, but on this we do. And Asmongold also gets banned on Twitch. He's silenced in his own way. And, I saw these 2 things and I was like, well, that's a really funny coincidence, isn't it? And I was thinking to myself, I wonder if there are any other, pro-obliterating the Iranian regime channels that are also undergoing any issues. So I looked around, and this is Goldie Gamari. She is the #1, from what I understand, voice of the Iranians outside of Iran. She currently lives in Canada. She is Iranian herself. She showed up on Piers Morgan a whole lot of times. And she made this video titled, "YouTube is silencing my voice under false allegations." Oh my God. So really, is it now? Is it still a coincidence, guys? Is it really still a coincidence? It's like big tech is still playing with these fucking fires the same way they did during COVID. They're just much more subtle about it. But this is insane. So I wanted to see what her situation was about.
Hi, everyone. If you haven't heard by now, yesterday when I
Oh fuck! No, the video. Okay, I don't think the video
was
got.
live
I'm
streaming day
so
106
paranoid,
of
man.
Iran
I'm so
Revolution.
paranoid. The YouTube snipers are out to kill me. I will let you know if when I get my monetization back. Okay, I will let you know when it happens. All right, never fear. But right now, I'm making no money.
Live, which I have been doing since December 28, when the Iranian Revolution started. My live stream was taken down by YouTube,
Okay.
and I wasn't
Violence.
able to bring it back up. And then when I tried to restart my live stream, I was told that my live streaming capability has been disabled.
So let's just understand what she does on her live streams. On her live streams, every day, she goes live for like 4 or 5 hours and basically covers the actual geopolitics in Iran because the Iranians themselves have no internet because the terrorist Iranian regime shut off their entire internet and the entire country and massacres them in silence. All right, so she basically took it upon herself every single day. She streams for like 4 or 5 hours specifically about the ongoings in Iran. And oopsie poopsie, she lost her live streaming capabilities.
What's even crazier is the
Coincidence?
reason why
All right, let's go.
YouTube disabled not only my live stream yesterday, but is now preventing me from live streaming on my biggest platform.
All right.
So I received an email yesterday, and YouTube is basically saying, "Hey, Goldie Gamari MPP, it looks like Iran Revolution Live with Iranian hosts Goldie and Armin, day 106, didn't follow our community guidelines. We removed it from YouTube. What
Okay.
we found.
All right, get ready.
We think your content violated our firearms policy.
Bro.
Content that shows someone live streaming while holding, handling, or transporting a firearm isn't allowed on YouTube."
That's insane, because there are so many live streamers with weapons on YouTube. All right, but anyway.
Channels not in compliance with this policy may temporarily lose their ability to live stream.
What? Because someone made an oopsie, allegedly, now they can't stream at all? Like, she didn't even get a strike on her channel. From what I understand, she didn't even get a strike on the channel. They just removed the stream, and now she can't stream anymore.
You can see an instance around 5:03:58.
Apparently, they were combing through her videos so well that 5 hours and 3 minutes into one of her streams, they saw a streamer with a firearm.
Although there could be other instances.
All right, get ready. Yeah.
Are you kidding me right now, YouTube? Are you kidding me? Here, guys, look at this.
There we go.
Here is 5:03:58. You see that? Here, let me make this bigger, guys. How do I make this bigger?
All right, as you can see, this is Cardboard Khamenei.
Here we go.
He's gay, by the way.
This is 5:03:58. You see the timestamp? Okay, there's the timestamp. There's me.
Where's the gun?
There's me.
Where's the gun?
There's me. There's Armin. And, we're watching this music video or whatever, which, by the way, this music video was available on YouTube. So we were broadcasting, playing.
That has happened to me before, by the way, where I reacted to a video that was on YouTube and then they took down my video.
Something that was already uploaded and available on YouTube and, presumably has passed all the YouTube checks, right? So this is what was going on at 5:03:58. Do you see a gun in this screenshot?
That doesn't look good. I don't
Do
see
you
a gun.
see a firearm?
No, I don't.
You
I
can't
don't see a
even see my
firearm.
hands. I mean, unless you're talking about, these guns maybe, but
I don't
do
think
you
that's what they're
actually
talking about.
see a firearm here? Because I certainly don't. In fact, I don't even own a fire gun, like a firearm or gun or
The Canadian be like, I don't even own a fire gun. Many such cases.
whatever.
They're too busy with their MMORPG LGBTQQRS plus.
I don't even know the proper term for that kind of stuff because I don't own one. I live in Canada. It's illegal to have these sorts of things anyway.
Go back to Iran where they have real freedom. I'm kidding. I'm joking. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Without a permit. And in the last 106 days, in fact, never in my life have I ever live streamed myself brandishing or holding or carrying or whatever a firearm. I don't even own one. So anyways,
Yeah, I really do think this is just because again, it's just so hyper specific. 5:03:58 into a live stream, we saw you with a gun, so therefore we're disabling all streaming on the channel. And then at 5:03:58, there's no gun, and yet they're still disabling streaming on the entire channel. It seems to me like there are way too many instances of this happening at the same time to a lot of streamers, specifically. That's like, well, we really don't like your coverage of the Iranian Revolution situation.
This happened, and I was like, you know what? This could be just a misunderstanding. Maybe this is just a misunderstanding. Let me appeal this, decision by YouTube.
Yeah, that's getting rejected immediately.
Obviously, it's
no way,
unfair.
that's working.
Maybe it's like an AI thing.
Yeah, no, you're cooked. You're cooked.
So I filed an appeal, and literally within 4 minutes,
yeah.
4 minutes. And guys, I have the timestamp in the emails. Okay. So when I got the initial notice, like when I got this notice, okay, the time difference between this notice and the appeal, 4 minutes. So I appealed. YouTube's obviously erroneous decision to take down my live stream and block me from live streaming. Within 4 minutes, this is the email that I got. Hi, Goldie Gamari MPP. We reviewed Iran Revolution Live with Iranian hosts Goldie and Armin day 106 again and confirmed it's not allowed under our firearms policy. What firearms policy am I breaking?
Bro, you are so cooked. You are so cooked. You can't even argue with the machine overlords, man. It's like, we are terminating your channel for violating the firearms policy. I didn't violate your firearms policy. Must not be like you're just over. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna say to these people? They have all the power.
Your video won't be put back on YouTube. We understand this may be frustrating, but we're committed to keeping YouTube a safe place for everyone.
Bro.
Our goal is to help you succeed on YouTube.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you're certainly not doing that, YouTube. You're certainly not helping me succeed when you are taking down my videos and then you are falsely accusing me of holding a firearm. What is it? Someone live streaming while holding, handling, or transporting a firearm. So how are you actually helping me succeed on YouTube when you are falsely accusing me of live streaming while holding a gun, which I have never done and of course never will do? My entire show, Iran Revolution Live, is about being a voice for the Iranian people. That's what I have been doing. That's what I have been doing for the last not just 100.
Yeah, I think that's why they don't like you. I don't want to be rude here, but I think that's why YouTube has an issue with you.
In 6 days, but for the last 10 years of my life. And now when we're getting to the critical point, now when we are getting to the moment where things are escalating and heating up, this is the moment that you choose to block me from live streaming when 90 million Iranians have been shut off from the internet for the last, 45 days now? The internet in occupied Iran has been shut down for the last 45 days. 90 million Iranians do not have a voice. They are unable to speak out because the terrorist Islamic regime that is occupying Iran and occupying them does not want the world to know what they think. That is literally the reason why I have been live streaming day in and day out for the last 106 days. So that at least someone can be a voice for people in occupied Iran.
Yeah. I think that, I don't want to be that guy, but I think that is kind of why YouTube has an issue with you. And you'll notice.
Or holding a gun. And then that person said to me, well, I don't have the specifics. I don't have access to the specifics, but we trust our internal review team. So obviously there's a disconnect between the support.
Oh my God. So you were holding a gun. We took down your channel. Request review because it wasn't holding a gun. Nope, you still violated our gun holding policy. Okay. Get to speak to the actual support team at YouTube. Hey, support team at YouTube. I got my video taken down because they said I was holding a gun, which I wasn't. And the support team was like, well, you were holding a gun. And she was like, no, seriously, look at this timestamp. You'll see I'm not holding a gun. Yeah, I don't have access to the timestamp, but you were holding a gun. Oh my God, dude. This is
on
brutal.
The YouTube
this
dashboard
is just a nightmare.
Versus the internal review team. And how is it that the internal review team can just operate with impunity?
First time.
Right? And no one can challenge their decision. How am I supposed to get in touch with someone?
You're not.
This is literally a life or death situation.
Yeah, and they're on the other side. They support the other side.
I know this isn't only happening to me. This is happening to a lot of other YouTube content creators whose videos are being taken down and their ability to live stream is being removed.
True.
Because of this weird firearms policy. I mean, I heard about someone who was live streaming an active shooter situation, basically sharing the news, and he was taken down. I'm sharing news videos and content about the conflict in Iran. Of course, there's going to be people holding firearms. That's why I've made sure that I say my content is not intended for children. My content is for adults only.
Yeah, they don't actually care at all. Like you're hitting them with a moral argument. They don't care. They want you to get shut down, and they don't care how. Now, the craziest thing is they could have hit you with some sort of showing violence or controversial topics or anything, but the fact that they went for firearms and then doubled and tripled down is insane. Now, just to understand what I'm dealing with, this is my revenue graph. For those of you curious, this is my graph of revenue. Where I was making this much every single day, this much every day, and then all of a sudden I got my entire channel demonetized right over there. Right over there, I got the channel demonetized, and then it actually just flatlined in the most insane way ever. So yeah, no, I'm totally with you. Again, this is ridiculous that it's like this. It's ridiculous it's been like this for this amount of time. I think it's like, what, 8 days, 9 days now? And it's insane. It's absolute insanity. It really is. And, I'm going to do my absolute best to keep going as much as I can. Hopefully this gets undone. Don't get me wrong. I'm really waiting for that to happen as soon as possible, because this is fucking miserable. I have spoken to people at YouTube directly. I've contacted them. I've directly spoken to them. They said they're looking into it, but me, I'm unemployed right now. Right now I'm working on zero pay. Pretty efficient way to get people to, not talk about things that you don't want them to talk about if they have zero incentive to put the effort in and actually do the research and the broadcasting and everything. So I'm just saying, if it would have just happened to me, I would have been like, well, that's just a funny coincidence. And Asmongold got banned. Yeah, but that's on Twitch. That's not even on YouTube. That's just a funny coincidence. And then you see this Goldie Gamari character over here getting her entire stream not only taken down, but blocked from future streaming for like obvious bullshit. And it's like, well, this does remind me of when I got a strike on my channel for talking about COVID a couple of years ago. Mark Zuckerberg literally admitted that under the Biden administration, he was shutting shit down and he was actually censoring things. Who knows? Who knows what operatives of the old guard are still fucking in place? I know that the propaganda warfare online is insane. You see all the AI fake posts with bajillion likes from retards in Pakistan. Illiterate goat herders dropping likes on fucking tweets of AI American battleships getting blown up by flying magical donkeys. But there's something really suspicious going on, and I urge you all, do not fall for the fucking psyop.